Hello all YouTubers, I am the Dude. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning back into this Invest 90L discussion for July 20th, 2020. It would be really awesome if you guys did hit that subscribe button and also ring the bell notifications so you guys do not miss my next video. I mean, I cannot believe that we're already more than halfway to 800 subscribers. So please help me get to my next short-term goal of 800 and the obviously more longer-term goal of 1,000 subscribers. And another thing, please watch the whole video because this really does help me grow my channel, and it's a win-win. You know, you get the best weather content, and I get watch time, which I really do need for my channel. And also, please like and share this video. Thank you. Now let's get on with today's video. Now, if you watched my other video familiar, you guys will know that obviously switching devices meant that using same software on different devices, somehow the sound got off, but at least you guys can hear me now for today's video, which is always good news. So, in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at Invest 90L. In my previous video, I took a look at Invest 99L out here, but we're going to be taking a look at 90L today. And even though chances of development aren't too high, 20% chance of development, This is pretty much going to be making landfall in a few hours here and through tonight. This will be impacting Texas and Louisiana. Still, we got some major rainfall effects, regardless of if it develops into a tropical depression or a tropical storm. Now, we did have some surface observations, according to the NHC, that we did have a weak low pressure, like a surface low, over the northwestern Gulf of Mexico here. And the shower and thunderstorm activities become a little bit better organized over the past several hours. You'll be able to see that by the satellite imagery. But like I said just now, the system is going to be moving inland tonight or maybe early tomorrow before any significant development can occur. It's sitting in some, conducive conditions. It says before significant development can occur. So if it wasn't really making landfall, if that land wasn't there, this could really start developing a little bit better. But regardless of development, like I said, heavy rainfall, southeastern Texas, southern Louisiana over the next couple of days. And again, 20% chance of development. Now, where it's sitting now, just about average. Ocean temperatures maybe just slightly above average. Just to the west here, we got a little patch of cooler water just to the southwest of the storm center. But at least where it is now, all right, the conditions don't look too bad. It's sitting at about 94 degrees west or so, all right, just shy of 95. So I'd say it's sitting right about here. So just about average water temperatures, maybe just a little bit above average. And look at our water temperatures though. 29, 30 degrees, which is still plenty. Where 99L is sitting, we got 28 degrees Celsius. This is about 29, 30 degrees Celsius, which is like close to upper 80s, 85, 86 almost. So we definitely still got our 84, 85, excuse me. So we still got some very warm waters here, and that is always going to help the system develop. And all three of these tropical disturbances are something to watch. So before we take a look at the moving satellite imagery, all right, we're going to be taking a look at some of the current storm information. So like Invest 99L, it says surface winds of 25 miles an hour, but the pressure is a little bit higher than 99L, about 1,012 millibars, but this storm is definitely larger scale here. We got a higher radius of circulation, higher radius of maximal wind, so this storm is definitely larger in size here. And here's what it looks like on satellite imagery right here. You can see that we do kind of have a low. It's really hard to see actually. But it's kind of like spinning right about there. That's where I'm really seeing most of the spin, honestly. Seeing right about there, and you got your moisture flow coming out of the southeast. And you can see, Louisiana is getting really heavy rainfall. But there is, as you'll be able to see later, there is some wind shears trying to come out of the southwest here and on the south. So that's why a lot of the convective activity is all to the east of the low. Like sometimes, like in a regular, tropical system or hurricane, you would have your strongest convective activity here, and maybe even some back here. But this one looks like all the activities to the east because the wind shear is kind of pushing all that convective energy to the east. Where the low center is, the low center is going to track depending on the steering. All the wind shear is doing, the wind shear isn't really moving the low center. The wind shear is moving where the convective activity is around the low center. Where the low center moves depends on the steering around it, like the high pressure steering and other factors and like jet streams and stuff. The wind shear just moves around the rain and the thunderstorms are associated with that low. So again, here's your load sitting off the southeast coast of Texas right there. Exact coordinates, I'd say about 94.4 degrees west and about 27.8 degrees north, just by rough estimate here. Here is the GEPS tracks, and you can see that, I mean, hopefully these models all agree. I mean, I don't see how you could possibly not agree. This will be taking more of a west and then very quickly making a turn to the north and west here, moving right over central Texas. So prepare if you're in the storm's path, okay? All of central eastern Texas, Texarkana, Louisiana here, Oklahoma. Watch out for some heavy rain and even some thunderstorms here in the near future. Now, GEFS tracks, for some reason, they don't really complete this all the way, but you know the deal. It's going to be making a westward trek here over the next day or so before it starts to fade out. But again, 20% chance of development, but like I said, regardless of development, we're going to be seeing some heavy rain and some thunderstorms. And because it's just newly named and because it's pretty much going to die soon, not too many models picking up on it, the SHIP model, which is the same model that was predicting Invest 99L would become a Category 2 hurricane, they think that this could become a Category 1 hurricane. I would love to know how the SHIP model works because they think very intense in terms of the tropical systems. I definitely more so agree with these two models here. I think that it's going to strengthen a little bit over time up until landfall, but I don't think it's going to be quite enough to become a tropical system, but we'll see. I think it's certainly not going to become, I can almost say that with 100% confidence, or 99% confidence, that this will not become a Category 1 hurricane, but what I can guarantee is that portions of Texarkana and the parts of the South Central and parts of the Mississippi Valley will be seeing some heavy rain and thunderstorms in spots. Now, here is the SHIP diagnostic message, and you can see that our ocean water is definitely plenty warm. 29, even go up to 30, even 31 and a half, close to 32 degrees Celsius water temperatures here over the next few days. So, the water's warm. It's almost 90-degree water temperatures here. And then once it makes landfall, as you can see, there's really no water temperatures because there's no water because it's already moving over land. In terms of our storm speed, as you can see on the bottom there, moving at about almost 10 miles an hour right now, which it's not too slow, but it's what you expect to see from a tropical system. It's a little bit on the slower side. All right, but still, as we head over time, this system will be moving a little bit faster once it gets picked up by that jet stream here. But in terms of the heat content, that's going to be at its highest now because once it makes landfall, there is really no heat content at all. I mean, very, very little because this system will be moving over land. All right, and finally, I've got to take a look at wind shear here. Wind shear, it's a little high now, but if the wind shear can weaken a little bit up until landfall, maybe we can have a chance with this. But other than that, wind shear will be on the lower side, which is obviously still good news. Good news here, excuse me. Had a little voice crack there. Here's the NAN 12 KM model, and you can see obviously here is Invest 90L right there. And you might be thinking, why is this not called Invest 100L? Well, it starts out the year with 90 and goes up to 99, and then once we pass that, it goes right back to 90. And if it hits 99 again, if we get another one, then it goes right back to 90 again. All right, so this is basically like Invest 90L, the sequel for this hurricane season, basically. You can kind of call it that. So as we head over time, you can see a lot of convective activity actually really dies down. Then it kind of sparks up in the heating of the day again. So tomorrow we can have more showers and storms ignite off of this low pressure system. The low pressure center never really moved away. It's just that the convective activity is going to be dying and coming back overnight and dying again. So, and then maybe another tropical disturbance comes in behind that. That will be another video. All right. How about the total accumulated precipitation? Well, if you happen to get lucky/unlucky for places like South Central Louisiana, maybe 2 to 5 inches of rain, 3 to 5 inches of rain. But Central Eastern Texas and some isolated spots, maybe about 1 to 2.5 to 2.5 or so inches of rainfall, which, don't get me wrong, it's enough to put a damper on your plans if anyone has plans, all right? But still, I mean, even if it's like a half inch, close to 1.5 inches of rain, might not seem like much, but if it falls in a short amount of time, when you got these excess moisture like we do, trust me, it could be dangerous still. So here's your cyclonic vortex. You can see still a decent piece of energy moving through central Texas. And that's the same region that's going to pick up about 2 or a couple inches of rain there due to that piece of enhanced energy, a piece of stronger energy, and then another tropical disturbance comes in behind that. But We definitely do got that lifting mechanism in the atmosphere here. Moving to the north, gets picked up by a jet stream eventually later on. 200 millibar winds. Like I said, there's some light wind shear carrying the storm, so that's why the storm is getting lifted north in the way that it is, but it's not moving all too quickly. Finally here, taking a look at our cyclonic or our tropical storm genesis probabilities. According to the NCP and FNMOC, looks like about 20% chance of development. I give it personally 20 as well because it's got good conditions to develop, but it's just not having enough time to develop. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to tune in to my next video and watch all my videos the whole way through. So I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm the Weather Dude, signing off till next time for a video that actually will have the sound on again. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next video.